Hey everyone, Damon Chair from the Steam Network, bringing you a Starcraft 2 replay on the Korhal compound map. I believe it's a game on the I don't know. I think it was part of a series of games, part of a series of games in a tournament, should I say. Might commentate on those games at later points, just have to see what happens, but yeah, in either case I haven't commentated on this game for a while, so I thought, why not give it a shot. So on the top right we've got TSL Polt playing as the Terrans, or the Space Marines as it were, and bottom left we've got Stefano playing as the Zerg. This music is actually a little bit loud, so unfortunately I'll have to change it. Don't know why it's louder on this map, but anyway. Okay, back again. Huh. Interesting, the music's still a little bit louder than I would think. What the hell? We'll just change it quickly again. There we go, that's about right. So, should be... I reckon it should sound alright on the recorded video as well. That's just for some bizarre reason this map, or maybe soundtrack that comes with this map or something like that, is louder than all the other soundtracks, that, or music tracks that I normally have. Now we've got near silence, but anyway, so yeah, so we've got TSL Polt coming up with a quick barracks supply depot coming on before that, so most likely going to complete his wall in, him saying good luck, have fun. Stefano's sending in his Overlord, so given the direction they're sending Overlord and the drone, I'm assuming, because I'm not entirely familiar with this map, but assuming that there's only two actual spawn locations, so it's just meant to be a 1 versus 1 map, so they can only spawn in two spots, so yeah, they'll always know where the other player is, I'm assuming. And yeah, Stefano is also expanding early, nothing too out of the ordinary there, although he is expanding without going for a hatchery though, so he's going to be a little bit vulnerable, depending on what Polt does. Polt, on the other hand, hasn't really scouted yet. He'll be sending his first SCV to scout out. Is he going to complete the wall in? Maybe. There we go, does the resources, there we go. Barely managing to stop Stefano's drone from getting in and maybe harassing his workers a bit as well. So yeah, it's command center also morphing into good old-fashioned orbital command, and yeah, it looks like we finally got Stefano coming up with the spawning pool. Wait a minute, where was... Okay, no, never mind. Pretty sure Polt had an SCV around, yes. Okay, maybe that was it. I thought he actually sent one down here to scout, but... Oh my god, there it is. I can't believe I didn't even see it on the minimap. So anyway, yeah, he actually sent an SCV to scout and to... sorry, to harass as well. And he's actually going to get surrounded by these drones if he's not careful. Wow, barely managing to get out of there, and he's still sending it back. What in God's name is he doing? He's just being very risky of that SCV. In my opinion, he'd just be better off sending it back to base. I mean, he managed to get Stefano to pull off various drones and all that, costing resources. Managed to cancel the bunker just in time, so yeah, doing a bit of damage there. Guessing he was really intending to put that Marine in there as quickly as possible. Not fortunately for him not being able to do that though. So yeah, I'll just have a look at the map while these guys are wandering around. Also got Stefano coming in with his Overlord, so yeah, just doing it. Scout, and actually Polt is going to be building his command center in the worst possible position for himself. That is going to get scouted out very quickly by the Overlord, unless if he's intentionally meaning to do that, perhaps. Maybe he wants the command center to be scouted, I'm not entirely sure. In either case, I don't think Stefano sees it just yet. He's sending the Overlord back, and yeah, he's also setting up his first few Zerglings, also a bit of static defenses in terms of spine crawling, and yeah, good old metabolic boost, that's what I meant to say, coming out relatively early on for the Zerglings as well, so just sitting 1-to-1s on Argotau, and the other one just a scout ahead is going to see the Hellions coming out, so now that Polt has come in for a quick, oh, he's actually got tech lab on this, interesting. Okay, he's researching Step back as well, but anyway, he'll know that Polt has got an early factory out to bring possibly more Hellions, and yeah, just roasting away a couple of Zerglings there, so yeah, just doing a bit of light harassment. But Stefano seems prepared for this. He's got the Queen near the entry ramp to the main base. He's also got a spine crawler out as well that should be able to stick its claw out all the way to that little right bit there. Actually, oh, that's interesting. It's a bit of a choke point around here. Huh. Oh well. In any case, yeah, Stefano doesn't seem too concerned, although he is sending his Queen up... He's sending his Queen up onto the ramp more directly rather than just off to the side, so I guess he's a bit concerned that something will happen with these Hellions. Got a couple more joining in as well. Polt's really committing to his Hellions there. Finally swapping over the factory and the barracks there, and building a third barracks as well. So it looks like he's going to be going more so for infantry, possibly with a bit of the vehicle support at this point in time. Also sending in his orbital command as well. Still not seeing much coming in. I think there was a couple of Zerglings there being roasted. I'm just probably trying to peek out to see what's happening there. Stefano probably should have just sent out one Zergling in my opinion to scout out. No need to waste a second one. And yeah, here we go. He's smartly building an evolution chamber as well to try to stop these guys from going through directly, and also building one more spine crawler, sorry, and a second evolution chamber as well. So I don't know if he's overdoing it, maybe on the static defenses a bit there, but well, what the hell, it might just pay off actually, because Polt does have 6 Hellions, and they do mostly have green and yellow health there, so what the hell. So Stefano, I wonder if he's actually aware of this base there. I don't think he is. Nope, but he did see the command center being built, so he's probably just going to assume that it's already harvesting resources. Polt looks like he's going for reacted medevacs, and yeah, just adding a reactor to that barracks as well. So yeah, it looks like he's really just going to go for more of an infantry attack. Stefano being rather bold with his spine crawlers, sending them both up at the same time there. I'm sure if I agree with that, given that they'll both be vulnerable while they're going forward. Could have maybe tried to leapfrog them in conjunction with the Queens. But yeah, in any case, they did manage to expand further forward, and yeah, Stefano just continuing to lay down various creep tumors, laying free little formation. And also managing to gain just enough space that his Zerglings actually run out by getting roasted as well. So Polt coming in with stimmed Marines. Doesn't have the oh, there we go, he's actually getting it now. So doesn't yet have the combat shield upgrades, he's getting it now, getting the first engineering bay. We have... oh, so we've also got a bit of an attack here. Stefano apparently got the Baneling nest as well while I wasn't looking. Very sneaky of him. Getting a couple of Banelings prematurely detonating there. Losing a spine crawler, might possibly lose the second one. Polt's really dancing his Marines around rather effectively. I do have the Queens actually coming in for some emergency transfuses. They're keeping him alive that much longer, but yeah, unfortunately both spine crawlers being taken out. Do have quite a few Banelings though, as well as hooks being researched. Carapace of 1 and melee attacks of 1. The Zerg as well, and he's got infestation pit, managing to do quite a bit of damage on the forces of TS Polt though. What does he actually have remaining? A couple of Marines, 6 Marines. I think he managed to take out all of the Hellions, but lo and behold, TS Polt is going for siege tech and siege tanks as well, so nice little transition there. Looks like yeah, it's just going to go mostly for infantry supporter with siege tanks at the moment, and who knows, might transition to something a bit different afterwards. Just see what happens. Spots the expansion by Stefano there, so turning his retreat into possibly a nice little win for himself. And yeah, we do have the Zergling streaming in for Stefano. He cancels the hatchery though. I don't know if that was 100% necessary. Actually, I suppose he should have. Given that, yeah, he most likely spotted the Marines on the low ground there and realised that they were split up a bit too much to really, well, to effectively engage them with the Zerglings at that point in time, apparently. And what's got pathogen glands being researched? Some triple hooks almost completed for the Banelings. So yeah, looks like Stefano is going to be going for the good old-fashioned Baneling and Festo strike, I think. Also going yeah, for level 2 ground carapace as well as melee attacks, so he's certainly not going for any ranged ground infantry at the moment, or ground units, not infantry I suppose, strictly speaking, or air units, given they don't really see a spire anywhere or anything like that. Interesting. And the camera's pretty close to the ground actually, unfortunately I can't really zoom it out. I can zoom in of course, but I can't really zoom out. Oh well. And yeah, Polt, he's still on his second base though, building a factory now. Doesn't seem to have a command center out anywhere on the field though. He did manage to prevent that third going up for Stefano, but Stefano is now going to be expanding here. And Polt, I don't think he's actually aware of that. Nope, he's not aware of that at all, but he does seem to have a pretty good awareness of what his opponent is doing. He's probably guessing that, you know, because he defeated the expansion up here, he's going to try to, that his opponent, Stefano that is, will try to expand down here instead, and yeah, his expansion has been completed as well, so basically put, it's a do or die situation for Stefano. He needs to prevent this base from being taken out, and yeah, seems to be doing just that, leaving the charge with banelings, zerglings, doing craploads of damage, and yeah, a couple of infestors being killed off. Polt managing to escape with a handful of marines and medevacs though. Doesn't look like Stefano's too interested in that, although if Polt is not careful, Stefano could actually intercept it. He does have some energy for a fungal growth. He could also put down a couple of infested terrans. Doesn't seem too interested though. Instead he's going for the top region of the map. Okay, he's going for a counter-attack to just see if he can at least stop TSL Polt from mining here. And Polt is actually going for a planetary fortress rather than orbital command. Perhaps a bit of a smart decision given that, yeah, this base is a bit further out, and he'll be able to finish off his planetary fortress rather than fortunate for Stefano. Stefano's troops arriving just as the fortresses are completed, so we'll have to see what Stefano can do with this. Is he going to go for a straight strike, or is he trying to go and do something? He's going to try to surround the planetary fortress, managing to destroy it, taking out a few workers, quite a few still managing to survive though, and yeah, then deciding to retreat after that, so managing to stay in the game pretty nicely. Also taking up to Hive and getting a fourth expansion, or fourth base really, it's really his third expansion. So yeah, things are looking pretty nice for Stefano to say the least, but Polt is certainly not out of the game yet though. He's certainly got some pretty powerful forces of his own, and of course Stefano wasn't quite able to directly engage Polt's forces, although he did manage to take out his base pretty nicely. A couple of Zerglings harassing, pretty much paying for themselves by taking out those few SCVs. Wow, certainly paying for themselves pretty nice actually. Fortunately not being able to take out the last one. But well, speaking of which, we've also got Polt coming in with what appears to be a bit of a Pathfinder team of Space Marines and a single Marauder, supported by siege tanks. I think just to use them as a scouting unit, and also to try to lure Zerg units to get blown up by these siege tanks. Looks like he's going for a bit of a biomech build at the moment. Marines, Marauders and siege tanks, and also has the infantry. Interesting. Okay, oh, he's actually got 0-1 upgrades still on his infantry, while his tanks have only got 0-0 upgrades. Interesting. Only just now getting concussive shells, so interesting. His opponent seems to have actually I'll just select the ground unit. There we go. Yeah, 2-2 upgrades is certainly beating him up when it comes to upgrades. Polt though, not wasting too much time though, going for the fourth base of his Zerg opponents. At the same time that Stefano, I think he was massing his Zerglings towards the top part of the map to try to do a bit of a counter-attack. I don't know if he actually checked this base location beforehand. In any case, he decides to send his masses of Zerglings back, and speaking of which, he's also got the Adrenal Glands level 3 melee upgrades, and an Ultralisk coming out as well as chitinous plating, or as well as chitinous plating, whatever the hell you want to call it. Stefano is really going to have to try to hold on to this base though, because as Zerg, you have to stay ahead of your opponents by one base, basically just to stay on par with them, really, while other teams can afford not really to have to do that. But yeah, Stefano managing to hold off Polt's forces barely. Not really sure why oh, there we go, he's actually going to be sieging up there. Can it actually attack this base? I mean, it sort of is on the edge there, but no, it doesn't look like it can, I think. Oh, it can, what do you know? Okay. So yeah, Stefano unfortunately is going to have his second expansion taken down, but he is making a second, or rather a new second expansion, I guess you call it, near his old one at the top here, but of course Polt's spotting that, and yeah, Stefano's just going to be sending in a couple of Zerglings to take that out. Certainly getting squeezed quite a bit though. Polt's not expanding at all though. Stefano does actually have pretty good map vision though. He does have a couple of Zerglings. Maybe you should just, actually doesn't have borrow research, I was going to say, maybe you should borrow them just to act as scouts, although he does have a couple of overlords here and there to try to scout for whatever other expansions his Terran opponents might put up. Also got masses of Ultras coming in to try to gobble up Polt's forces in the field before it can actually strike his base again. Looks like it seems to be working. They might have a bit of trouble going up this ramp though. As you can see, they're starting to kind of bunch up a bit, but yeah, coming in from the top here, managing to clean up all of Polt's forces, and yeah, managing to get a pretty nice fungal growth down on these medevacs, managing to blow every single one of them up. Only a few Marines remaining here. I don't know what exactly they're doing. They're so far away from their own forces, maybe they're just acting as scouts there. And yeah, there's the entire army down for TSL Polt, so yes, very unfortunate indeed. We'll just check the suppliers. 99 for the Zerg, 78 for the Terran, 61 for the Zerg, for work supply, and 52 for the Terran. So still relatively even, actually. Given that, yeah, with Zerg you have to kind of overpower your opponents with masses of units as well. Units are slightly less quality compared to Protoss and Terran count, but yeah, I mean, still doing pretty nicely. He's going to be expanding once again to this expansion point, oversaturating his base here. Probably should. Oh, actually, no, this hatchery's still got a bit of while to go. But in any case, he probably should start sending some of these drones over just to here. I mean, even long distance mining is better than nothing, for God's sake. And yeah, speaking of which, Stefano also making a move on Polt's base. Polt finally getting 2 free upgrades, going for 3rd level of his infantry armor, also going for additional upgrades with siege tanks. He's at 0-1, wow. He really needs to upgrade his units a bit further, especially given that he's basically facing completely upgraded Zerg forces just about. Actually, no, I think they're literally completely upgraded as well. And yeah, we've got some Stefano spreading out his units, attacking along a rather broad front, and managing to get a few fungal growths off. Unfortunately, not able to finish those Space Marines. Oh, there we go, managing to get another fungal growth there, finishing off the rest of them there. But unfortunately, yeah, getting his forces torn apart, and yeah, not really being able to do the amount of damage that one would think he should be doing. Although he's still continuing the attack though, but yeah, I think he probably should be retreating with what he has though. At least managing to keep Polt near his base, and at the same time managing to scout out Polt as well. Just have a look actually, is Stefano where? No, he's not where, or rather he doesn't have vision. Indeed, he doesn't have vision of that planetary fortress, so he probably would be guessing that his opponent would be expanding there. So this is a good time for Polt to counter-attack, but we should get a couple of SCs just to repair that siege tank, just for the hell of it. Since he does have quite a few siege tanks on the field, and just having a look, he's not really researching anything else for his tanks though. He's still at 0-2 upgrades. I suppose maybe the arm upgrade isn't quite as important, provided that he can keep the Zerg units away from his tanks, but he should at least finish off the, or rather do the level 3 upgrade. But oh, what can you do? Instead he's managing to destroy this expansion, and got a counter-attack by Stefano. Is he going to be able to do a bit of damage? Maybe, maybe not. Managing to take out a few reinforcing units, not really being able to do much economic damage though. Being forced to retreat, and we've even got Polt coming in with a few Space Marines. The brave ones to say the least, letting themselves get surrounded there, so these guys might be able to get a few shots off him, and Stefano being forced to retreat. So very unfortunate. Just have a look at the supply. Wow, actually did manage to kill off quite a few workers. I must have missed that during his attack. They must have been in the initial stages of the attack maybe. So actually got 68 workers for Stefano, 28 for Polt. His army though is a bit crappier compared to his Terran counterpart, so if Polt manages to strike his Zerg opponent's base with enough force, he might just be able to at least equalise playing field a bit when it comes to the economy as well, and then hopefully, who knows, might even be able to overpower Stefano entirely. We'll just have to see what happens. If he can kill off a few more workers, it'll be pretty good. He's got a few tanks deploying, a few workers managing to get out though, not many though. And yeah, Stefano is losing his expansion though. He still has this one, oh actually no, it's being remade again. And so there's this expansion here though, this one's been almost completely mined out though. Oh, actually, he still doesn't have neural parasites. Research this case isn't needed at the moment. You can see both players are actually heavily floating their gas resources apparently, and Stefano of course being forced to retreat from yet another hatchery though. For some reason keeping a few workers around his gas guys are there, and mineral builder, there we go, managing to get the vast majority of them out, but yeah, still losing another expansion. Might be a bit of an opportunity for him to possibly counter-attack Stefano's base. Actually does have, what the hell? Ah, okay, he does have a few infested Terrans at least stopping these SCVs from harvesting, but now they've been taken out by the planetary fortress. Unfortunately they got a bit too close. They'll be able to, oh, never mind actually, so they'll be able to keep harvesting, but yeah, he does have one still shooting. Unfortunately it doesn't have any range upgrades, so he does have the ground carapace at the very least. And yeah, Stefano at the very least managing to force Polt to pull back. Might be able to keep him on the defensive for a bit longer, but well, we're not really seeing any decisive breakthroughs by either player at the moment. I mean, Stefano just harassing Polt a little bit. Polt managing to take out some of the outlying bases of Stefano, but not really being able to strike at his critical production structures, such as the infestation pit and, well, spawning pool and all those other things. So, managing to counter-attack, oh, well, basically take out these harassing units from Stefano, but of course those Marines, those infested Marines are free, and he does actually have quite a bit of energy left over on them anyway. A few of them at full energy, sorry, and yeah, a couple of them needing to recharge a bit more. But yeah, Stefan instead deciding to yeah, maneuver his forces a bit more. I think just trying to get him out of the way of Polt's forces. I think he suspects there's going to be an attack on his hatchery. He's possibly going to counter-attack. Oh, never mind, I thought he was going to wait for the attack. Oh, there we go, the attack is going to start now on his hatchery before he counter-attacks. While Polt's forces are out in the field. He does have a few actually near his base though, and this base is just about wind out anyway, so it's not going to do much, make much difference there. Oh, getting a nice fungal growth there by that, well, by a couple of infestors, and they're managing to kill off quite a few Marines there. Their bodies disintegrating because apparently they spew acid upon death. Something like that effect. Stefano also getting quite a few infested Terrans down. Might actually be able to take out a few units here. Well, infested Terrans versus Terrans, that's something you don't see too often, especially in these sorts of numbers, should I say. You don't see these sorts of numbers. Just straight out fight. Managing to take out a few Marines, and you have to remember, of course, these infested Terrans are completely free. Well, just costing the infestors energy. They can just recharge that without having to expend extra resources. So yeah, Polt is running around his bases at the moment, but what is Stefano doing at his own base? So he is actually expanding once again to the 5:30, I suppose, position, or 6 o'clock position, sort of close to 6 o'clock position. Doesn't really have, he does actually have the resources to expand here as well. He's got a drone to do that. Yeah, he's going to expand right there, perfect. But the thing is, he does have to worry about this massive siege tank, well, biomech force coming out into the front. And yeah, we do have free upgrades for the infantry. 0-2 still for the tanks. I don't know what Polt is thinking of that, especially since all that damage stacks with the tanks when they have splash damage from their when they're in siege mode. So yeah, you'd want them to do that much more damage to more units in their splash radius, but yeah, unfortunately just leaving them at 0-2 for whatever reason. Forward to go to at least free attack for his tanks, but for whatever reason not deciding to do that. Probably could get a Raven out with his forces as well, just to take out these creep trimmers, but no, instead of just using quick scan to do that, instead taking out one evolution chamber, second one being taken out. Shouldn't make too much of a difference really. I mean, it'll stop certain structures being made from Stefano. I'm pretty sure it stops the small core. I think that was a small. I have to check that. But what the hell? We've seen many air units being used to Polt outside of these medevacs, of course. Probably do a few more medevacs. But yeah, we've got a counter-attack from Stefano, and not quite being able to breach this little choke point that's been set up by Polt. They're managing to do quite a bit of damage to the units within that choke point, but yeah, as you can see, most of his Ultralisks being destroyed, and yeah, as well as Zerglings infestors being taken out as well. Well, there goes the Queen, and well, that Ultralisk coming. 5 kills, I thought he'd have more kills than that. He did manage to get quite a few of his drones out there, and he's saying well played, and there you go. GG. So very good game played by both players. Stefano doing a good job harassing his Terran opponent, unfortunately not being able to get quite the killing blow that he needed, and Polt on the other hand, they're managing to just take down the bases time and time again of Stefano, and also whittling down his forces, engaging in pretty good locations like these there we go, like these choke points and all that. So very nicely done indeed. So yeah, hopefully we should be able to upload this game at a later point, and until that happens, this has been Damon Didovic signing off.